So here we are with the bargain 1967 Evinrude 40, which I bought for only £50. Unfortunately, I didn't read the small print, which said somewhere that the engine was seized, and that was why the chap was selling it. Well, here's the propeller, repainted and shrink wrapped and being stored. That had no paint on it whatsoever when I got it. And here's the worst flywheel ever. I don't think I've ever seen a flywheel as bad as this. Absolutely horrible. So that came off there. It came off without too much difficulty, thankfully. And here's the cylinder head. And again, this came off without too much difficulty. I was sort of worried I might break a bolt or something, but it came off, and an absolute horror story inside that top piston. At the moment it's all fitted out with grease, and the bottom one's got oil in it, but it looked absolutely horrible when I first opened this thing up. But the reason that I hadn't been able to have a look inside this engine is because it should have nice spark plugs like that in there, in each one of these, which you can get out with a spanner. But the joker that owned this thing, he couldn't be bothered with proper spark plugs, so he'd put lawnmower spark plugs in. And once you get them in, you can't get them out because you can't get a spanner down into that hole. And I had to get these things out with a chisel. So they were hammer and chisel to get those out, which I've only just done. And that's when I realised I was going to have to actually take the cylinder head off to find out what was going on inside this engine. And it looks like it's been stored in a puddle, really, and that there's been water sitting inside this piston for I don't know how long. But yes, it would be a shame to scrap it, because it is, you know, could actually be quite nice one day maybe. But it's not a project that I'd really bargained on at the moment.